another MTG Casual Commander.
Hey everybody, this is Alex, MTG Casual Commander, here to open up a collector booster box of the Lost Caverns of Ixalan. So hopefully we got some good cards. Well, I didn't struggle as long as I thought I would with that. We're hoping to get some good cards, some cool stuff. I got no particular cards I absolutely want. I mean, obviously one of them new god creatures, like maybe the white one for a token deck would be cool. So, should we save the topper for last? Or should we crack some packs? What do you think?
I say hit the topper right away.
Alright, let's do it. Let's hit the topper then, see what we got. I apologize for my hands, guys. I know I do it every time, but it's winter, and I work with paper. Oh my god. I can get it, I swear. Oh, yeah. That took a lot longer than it should have. Let's see. What do we got? We got a Thought Vessel.
Oh, man.
Which is
creasing on the top of that.
Yeah,
thing.
that's probably for me trying to open it. And it doesn't really matter anyways, because, I mean, it's an effing Thought Vessel. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's cool. It's shiny.
It's foil. I've seen some people
But, not exactly. It doesn't bode well for the rest of it, does it, guys? Oh, let's hope it gets better than a box topper vessel. Alright, now, I have no idea what order these come in, guys. Okay, so the first one we're just going to open up and see. And if the rares are at the front, sorry. Like, that's what it is. But look at that shiny token. Look at that. Alright, now, I think they're at the back. Let's hope they're at the back. So that we can at least look at some cool shiny cards before we get to the fancy stuff. So far, just shiny cards. Ooh, look at that. Cool shiny mountain. The one weird looking lands out of this set that I'm not sure about.
There you go.
Thrashing Brontodon. There you go. A nice cool artwork of that. I got a Restless Prairie. That's cool, I guess. Yeah. An Atarian Soul Cleaver, which will absolutely go into my
that is such a good
equipment deck. That will be going into it. That one's not shiny. Broadside Bombardiers. There we go. Menace Haste. Boast. Sacrifice another creature or artifact. Broadside Bombardiers. Deals damage equal to 2+ a sacrifice permanent mana's value to any target. That actually would go in my mono red deck. That would actually work just fine. Again, not shiny.
Ooh.
And then a Saheeli the Sun's Brilliance. That's actually pretty cool. I don't play in Is It. That's usually not my bag, but this seems like a pretty cool card. You got a blue and a red, and you tap it, and you create a token that's a copy of another target creature or artifact you control, except it's an artifact. In addition to its other types, it gains haste. Sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step. Yeah, there we go. Oh, oh, hey, there we go. Right off the bat, we got ourselves Blue Loyal Raptor, which kind of sucks if I don't get Owen Grady, eh? like it kind of sucks if I don't get the other one, which I feel like I should. I mean, they're partners, right? You would hope that it comes with it.
That's luck to you.
Right? Well, because it partners with Owen Grady Raptor Trainer, it also has for each kind of counter on Blue Loyal Raptor, each other dinosaur you control enters the battlefield with the counter of that kind, which, let's be honest, that's good. You not only are getting a bunch of dinos, but you're giving them, like, haste, indestructible, trample. Yeah, that's awesome. And then we got a Myco Tyrant. It has trample. The Myco Tyrant's power and toughness are each equal to the number of creatures you control that are fungi and or saplings. At the beginning of your end step, create X 1/1 black fungus creature tokens with this creature can't block, where X is the number of times you descended this turn. I think I'm excited about descending. I think that might be cool. Especially in like a graveyard like that. That's cool. Like, graveyard fun is always exciting. Also, that is cool artwork. I'm liking that.
I think your Shield could use a lot of decent stuff.
Yeah. I don't play it very often because people hate it. As anyone who's ever played Magic knows, Shieldred is not fun to play against, but if you have it, you know, it's cool. I try not to play too many decks where people are just gonna want to smush me in the face. Ooh, another shiny dino. Super cool. All right. Let's see. I'm cool with pirates. I have a pirate deck. I like pirates. I think this set, especially because like I got a merfolk deck. Like I got a merfolk deck. I got a pirate deck. I have a somewhat pseudo dinosaur deck. So I mean, Ixalan really is a set I'm pretty excited about. I think I got a lot of good cards I can put in decks. Another mountain. Come on, give me some other than a shiny mountain. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Bartholomew del Presidio. I hope I did not butcher that. I'm sorry if I did. I tried. Sacrifice another creature or artifact and put a +1/+1 counter on Bartholomew del Presidio. So basically just an aristocrat deck. Buff them up, get them big. Another little land, Restless Reef. Corpses of the Lost. Skeletons you control get +1/+0 and have haste. When Corpses of the Lost enters the battlefield, create a 2/2 black skeleton pirate creature token. At the beginning of your end step, if you descended this turn, you may pay 1 life. If you do, return Corpses of the Lost to its owner's hand. Which, I mean, I guess if you can just keep playing it and putting it out there and just making more 2/2 black skeleton pirate creatures, that's not bad, I guess. Huh. Tributary Instructor. Here we go. That's cool. It's Mentor. Whenever a creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it dies, draw a card. Which, I mean, I feel like in green, especially merfolk, that shouldn't be hard to do. Breaches, and a fancy breaches at that. Eager Pillager. It is first strike. Whenever a pirate you control attacks, choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn. Create a treasure token. Target creature can't block this turn. Exile the top card of your library. You may play it this turn. This actually will definitely go in my pirate deck. As you know, I have a Kathy Bates pirate deck, and I love it. Hey, look at that. I got a Jurassic Park Forest. And it's not shiny. I also have a Restless Ridgeline. Another land. This one is shiny. All right. That pack, not as good as the first pack, I don't think, but, you know, not bad, not bad. I mean, like I said, there's only a couple cards that I'm hoping to get, so hopefully we at least get one of them. Ooh, cool, Fancy Angel. I like the whole Inca Aztec warrior angel thing, this set. I think it's cool. Is that what they are? I don't know, they're cool looking. I like them. I like them. I'm not big on parrots, but I do like the design. Ooh. Here, hey, now, there we go. We got a fancy island now, so it's not just mountains. Sithclaw Raptor. Oh, here we go. This is one of the cards, guys. I got a Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. And it has Trample. When Ghalta Stampede Tyrant enters the battlefield, put any number of creature cards from your hand onto the battlefield. Yes, this is a card that I wanted. So super excited. Here we go. The Unstable Glyph Bridge. Not as exciting. I already have this one. When Unstable Glyph Bridge enters the battlefield, if you cast it, for each player, choose a creature with power 2 or less that player controls, then destroy all creatures except creatures chosen this way. Which is, I guess, a real handy-dandy little, like, board wipe. You know, which is cool. I mean, if you play with board wipes, I mean, I don't have a lot, but they do come in handy. When you craft with an artifact, you pay 3 colorless and 2 white. And it has flying. Whenever an opponent casts a spell during their turn, they can attack you or planeswalkers you control. Each opponent who attacked you or a planeswalker you control this turn can't cast spells. So it's a kind of will they, won't they. They can cast spells and then not attack, or they can say screw ya and attack, but then they can't cast spells, which I guess would kind of be a pain in the ass. All right, Ripples of Potential. Here, that's pretty cool. Proliferate, then choose any number of permanents you control that had a counter on them, put on them this way. Those permanents phase out. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, phasing out is where it just kind of leaves for a step and comes back, right?
Yep, when it comes in, it doesn't need to have haste to do anything.
And the phasing out, they don't lose their counters with phasing like they do with blinking, right?
I believe that I draw counters and all equipment.
Okay, because I know with exile, it loses that stuff when it goes to exile and comes back.
Yeah.
But phase out is basically a better exile.
Yeah, phasing isn't out of the game, it's just disappeared.
Yeah, okay. See, no, I like that then. That's pretty cool. Ooh, look at that. That artwork's pretty BA. It is Starving Revenant. When Starving Revenant enters the battlefield, surveil 2. Then for each card you put on top of your library, you draw a card and lose 3 life. It has Descend 8. Whenever you draw a card, if there are 8 or more permanent cards in your graveyard, target opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Which again, like an aristocrat-y life gain deck, yeah, that's actually pretty good. Ooh, Grim Gigantosaurus. I actually think this one could be pretty good, depending on what kind of decks your opponents are playing, but the kind of group we play in, people are definitely going to have quite a few creatures with power 4 or greater, especially if you're playing against people like Josh.
Yeah, that thing is awesome.
Or Tyler, or even Peanut and Tom. Like, you get that down by like 5 or 6, and you basically turn him into a 20/20 and destroy everything else, artifacts and creatures. That's pretty good. Thousand Moon Smithy. Legendary artifact. Look at that. And when Thousand Moon Smithy enters the battlefield, create a white gnome soldier artifact creature token with this creature's power and toughness are each equal to the number of artifacts and or creatures you control. At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, you may tap 5 untapped artifacts and or creatures you control. If you do, transform Thousand Moon Smithy. I have an artifact deck. I do. It's a Brea. I don't play her very often. I don't find artifacts exciting. But I know a couple people that have artifact decks that would probably use this for sure. And on the back side, it has tap, add 1 white. Whenever you cast an artifact or creature spell using mana produced by Barracks of the Thousand, create a white gnome soldier artifact creature token with this creature's power and toughness are each equal to the number of artifacts and or creatures you control. So basically more of the same thing. You're just making gnome soldier artifacts that just keep getting bigger with more that you drop. Which, if you guys play artifact decks, you know that's exactly what you do. And then they get outrageously big. Alright. Well, we got the Gulta, which is cool. That's what we wanted. Yep. We got an audience now watching us. So lots of pressure. We got a fancy spirit. Ooh. Good to see they're not all the same tokens. And I haven't been showing, but I guess they've all been double-sided. My bad. I suck. So, yeah. We'll do better on them. I swear. Alright. As cool as these all are, because they're shiny.
It's a lot of shiny cards.
No offense, guys, but I'm not real interested in a lot of the commons, uncommons. I'm sorry if you are. I'll try and kind of leave them on there, but... I'm not interested in them. I want the good cards. I also think these lands, they're actually growing on me. They are. I don't know what it is about them. The more I see the shiny ones, I think I like the shiny ones better. I think the ones that aren't shiny are lame. But,
ooh, there's a pirate.
Here we go. This is another pirate I could put in my deck. Captain Storm. I have no idea. I have no idea what the rest of her name is because it's blocked out. I know the second part's Raider, guys. I'm not even going to guess what the first one is. Whenever an artifact enters the battlefield... Is that what it is?
I don't know.
Yeah, I had no idea. Whenever an artifact enters the battlefield under your control, you put a +1/+1 counter on target pirate you control. Which, I mean, if you're playing a pirate deck, you know you're having artifacts enter because they're usually treasure tokens. So...
I hate artifacts.
I'm not big on them. Not artifact decky, but I do like treasures.
2 or 3 of them.
I do like treasures. Whenever one or more dinosaurs you control attack, create that many treasure tokens. Whenever you cast an artifact spell, create a 3/1 red dinosaur creature token. This ability triggers only once each turn. Well, yeah, I mean, I think what makes this good is you create that many treasure tokens. So if you got like 5 dinos, you're just dropping 5 treasures. Like, that's not bad. Hit the mother load, which again, I have this card, but, you know, not bad. Gem Cutter Buccaneer. Now that's a beautiful face only a mother could love, eh? My God, that is horrible. Whenever Gem Cutter Buccaneer or another pirate enters the battlefield under your control, create a tap treasure token. As I was saying, treasure and pirates, they go together. Treasures you control are equipment in addition to their other types and have equipped creature gets +2/+0, equip pirate 1, and equip 3. Well, that's interesting.
Look alive.
Yeah,
lady.
that's not bad. Ooh, look at a fancy Restless Reef. Look at all them sharks. Pretty. Oh, look at that! I got another Plains.
Is that a Jurassic? Yeah,
it's a Jurassic Park.
So flip it. It's
Oh,
actually got a different.
Oh.
Yeah, the basics have
So
them on both sides.
they're alive. So that's, okay, so that's Dr. Sattler and Alan. And then that's the ginger chick in Owen Grady. I'm sorry, I'm blanking on her name, guys. I'm sorry. She runs in high heels, though. You all know.
Yeah, she's pretty good.
Another Tarian Soul Cleaver. So I have 2 equipment decks, actually. So this I have another one for another equipment deck. Which reminds me, I had another one. I wonder what the backside of that one is. So what's the backside of this one? Oh, it's where they ate them. Fun. Yay. Alive. Dead. Alive. Dead. How fancy. I think I might like those lands a little bit more than I thought then. That's pretty exciting.
Yeah, I think people were just getting upset that they were getting one.
I get it. I get it. I do. But so far I've gotten one out of everyone, so I can't.
Are they all lands or are they?
No, I've gotten 2. I've gotten 2 Jurassic cards. I'm still waiting on the Owen Grady. I'm hoping I get.
Screw Owen Grady. I just want Jeff Goldblum.
I mean,
That would be the perfect card.
honestly, I love Jeff Goldblum, but I don't care for Is It, so it's not probably something I would never.
If you have a picture of Jeff Goldblum on your phone, you win the game.
Right.
They have a whole Jeff
Zawa
Goldblum
Lava Tongue.
secret layer coming out now. Again, I'm laying in the sun without a shirt.
Fabrication Foundry. It is tap, add 1 white, spend this mana only to cast an artifact spell or activate an ability of an artifact source. Pay 2 colorless and a white and tap and exile 1 or more other artifacts you control with total mana value X. Return target artifact card with mana value X or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. Activate only as a sorcery. So again, more artifact, graveyard, recursion stuff. Jadeite Spelunker. Ooh, spelunking. When Jadeite Spelunker enters the battlefield, it explores X times. Hawkball of the Surging Soul. Which, I guess, cool. Again, I already have this card, though. So, my bundle was good to me, so I got some of these cards already. Ironically, in the same exact art and shiny, too, which is interesting. At the beginning of combat on your turn, merfolk creature you control explores. Whenever Hawkball of the Surging Soul attacks, you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. If you do, or if you don't, draw a card. There you go. Hey. I got a Gishat Sun's avatar, and it's the weird, looks like a child druid art.
Yeah, he's got a skinny neck.
Look at that. That's strange. His head wouldn't be able to be supported by that. Vigilance Trample Haste. Whenever Gishath Sun's avatar deals combat damage to a player, reveal that many cards from the top of your library. Put a number of dinosaur creature cards from among them onto the battlefield and the rest on the bottom of your library in random order. Hey, this is one of the ones I wanted. Welcome to. It has the first step has for each opponent up to 1 target non-creature artifact they control becomes a 0/4 wall artifact creature with defender for as long as you control this saga. Create a 3/3 green dinosaur creature token with trample. It gains haste until end of turn. That's step 2. And then step 3 is destroy all walls. Exile this saga. Then return it to the battlefield transformed under your control. And then the backside is Jurassic Park, legendary land. For each dinosaur card in your graveyard, it has escape. The escape cost is equal to the card's mana cost plus exile 3 other cards from your graveyard. And it has basically it's a guy's cradle for dinos. And it has tap, add green mana for each dinosaur you control. Which, again, if you have a dino deck, yeah, this is good. This is fun. We like this. And then Abuelo's Awakening, which, ironically, one of the few Spanish words that I know is abuelo. Because I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, that is grandma. So that's your grandma's awakening right there. That's a sexy card. Return target artifact or non-aura enchantment card from your graveyard to the battlefield with X additional +1/+1 counters on it. It's a 1/1 spirit creature with flying in addition to its other types. Oh, that's interesting. I mean, again, artifact, cool, but that's your grandma's awakening. Tell me if I'm wrong about abuelo. I'm pretty sure that's what that means. But anyone who does speak Spanish and knows that and knows I'm wrong, let me know. I'm always down for learning new things. I took many years of French, not Spanish, so not my forte. Ooh, fancy fungus. Here we go. I actually think that's a pretty cool looking card. Backside is a treasure. Ooh, look at it's Dodgson. We got Dodgson here. All right. Again, if you like these cards, I'll leave them there for as long as to tolerate. But normally when I open packs by myself, I don't even really look at these until the very end once I see all I got. Fancy Island. Ukenbach, the Great Mistake. That's interesting. Ukenbach. Ukbenbach? Ukbenbach. Yeah, I think that's it. Sorry if that's wrong. Let me know. Ukbenbach. Yeah, that's a mouthful. It has Vigilance and Menace and Descend 8, which is pay 4 colorless, a blue and a black. Return Ukbenbach, the Great Mistake, from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter on it. Activate only if there are 8 or more permanent cards in your graveyard and only as a sorcery. Alright then, yeah. Tashana's Tidebinder. Well, there we go. Cool merfolk. Definitely will go in my deck. It has Flash, and when Tashana's Tidebinder enters the battlefield, counter up to 1 target activated or triggered ability. That's what's cool about this. It's the target or activated. You don't get a lot of counters for target activated or triggered abilities, so that's nice. If an ability of an artifact, creature, or planeswalker is countered this way, that perp loses all abilities for as long as Tashana's Tidebinder remains on the battlefield, which again is pretty good. I like that. Put that in my merfolk deck. Deep Root Pilgrimage. Oh, see guys, this is another one that I was hoping to get. It is whenever one or more non-token merfolk you control become tapped, create a 1/1 blue merfolk creature token with hexproof. I already have the other enchantment that basically just gives you a 1/1 blue merfolk creature with hexproof when you play a merfolk card. So this is be a nice addition. Promise of El'Kazatz. Here we go. It has Foul Rebirth, and it is a sorcerer adventure on that side. Sacrifice a non-demon creature. If you do, create a 4/3 white and black vampire demon creature token with flying. And then once you can just play it for the enchantment, and at the beginning of your end step, you may sacrifice a non-demon creature. If you do, populate. Which again, and like an aristocrat-y deck where you want to sacrifice creature anyways, you get to populate. Like that's pretty good. Abuelo, Ancestral Echo. See, I'm pretty sure this is Grandma. This is Grandma. Has Flying Ward 2 and pay 1, a blue and a white, and exile another target creature or artifact you control. Return it to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next upset. See, now I think this is different from phasing, where if you had counters on something and you exiled it this way, it would lose them as it enters. I'm pretty sure. Well, look at like the one before, but this time it's shiny, life and death. And a Magmatic Galleon, which, I mean, pretty cool and shiny. When Magmatic Galleon enters the battlefield, it deals 5 damage to target creature an opponent controls. Whenever one or more creatures your opponent's controller deal excess non-combat damage, create a treasure token. And Crew 2. This actually would be pretty good in my burn deck. Just throwing damage around willy-nilly. I like that. Alright, so far we got a couple cards that I actually really wanted, so that's cool. I'm digging the artwork. I like the shiny. I really, really hope that I actually get some more Jurassic Park cards that just aren't the lands. The lands are cool. Like, they're nice, but there's definitely more cards that I want than that. So let's hope that gets a little bit better the more we go through these. Akawali, the Seething... Now that's... Oh my. It looks like it's wearing underwear. It's a fungus. What is it? What is it hiding under there? What could it possibly have for genitalia that it needs to hide in some weird stone underwear? I just... Oh, I don't know. Oh, Caparakti, Sunborn. Oh, I hope I didn't butcher that. Oh, and here's one of the other ones that I wanted. Very nice. It is a Bone Horde Dracosaur. And this, I can't decide if I want this to be in my dinosaur or my dragon deck. And yes, I have both. Don't judge. It has Flying First Strike at the beginning of your upkeep. Exile the top 2 cards of your library. You may play them this turn. If you exile the land card this way, create a 3/1 red dinosaur creature token. If you exile the non-land card this way, create a treasure token. Oof. Yeah. I like that. I like that a lot. Definitely can't decide which one to put that in. Ooh, look at another Fabrication Foundry. Ooh, another Hawk Ball of the Hurging Soul, or the Surging Soul, not Hurging. I'm sorry, that's not even a word. But this time, it's different, and it's shiny. Oh, look at that, a Cavern of Souls. See, now I can't be too mad, because I already have a Cavern of Souls. But can you have too many? Can you have too many Cavern of Souls when I have as many? Oh. I have 2. One shiny, one not. Yeah, can you have too many? I don't think so. I have a lot of tribal decks. And if you watch the live, you know how good this one can be for being like, nope, you can't counter it. And look at another Jurassic Park land, but yet this time I actually think I like this more. I like this more. A Command Tower, which is an amazing card in Commander, as anyone knows. And it's the Jurassic Park one, which... see, that's the ginger's name. Clear Deering. Clear Deering. See, eventually I was going to get it. I would not have got it on my own, though, if I had not read that. But yeah, that was the lady in the one land. The redhead. I'm sorry if you find ginger, the term ginger offensive. I apologize. If it makes you feel any better, lots of my nieces and nephews are gingers, and they seem to like it. Aww. Super cool. I like the fungus dinosaur. It's pretty. Alright, so we got another Jurassic Land, but this time it was a little bit better. So maybe we'll get an actual card that's not a land this turn, eh? Ooh, fancy plains, shiny plains. Ooh, a Breaches Brazen. I got both breaches. I got breaches everywhere. Breaches over here, breaches over there. This one is much cooler than the one I have in my deck, though. So we might swap that one out. Malcolm, Alluring Scoundrel. It has flash flying. Whenever Malcolm, Alluring Scoundrel deals combat damage to a player, put a chorus counter on it. Draw a card, then discard a card. If there are 4 or more chorus counters on Malcolm, you may cast the discarded card without paying its mana cost. Nice. Yeah, I like that. Cool. I can go with my pirate deck. Preacher of the Schism. Which, schism in itself is a funny word. It has Death Touch. Whenever Preacher of the Schism attacks the player with the most life or tied for the most life, create a 1/1 white vampire creature token with lifelink. Whenever Preacher of the Schism attacks, while you have the most life or tied for the most life, draw a card and lose 1 life. Which, good for my aristocrat deck. Order of Sacred Dusk. It has Convoke, which, as everybody knows, can be super annoying to people. And it has Flying, Lifelike, Exalted, Haste. Other vampires you control have Exalted. Dang. That's a lot of keywords, and it's a very big mouthful. I'm liking all these little keywords, though. That's cool. Ooh, hey, I already have a Malcolm. Alluring Scout, that one's fancy. But we got another Grim Gigantosaur. See, I asked and I shall receive. It's one I already have, but it's not a land. And then we have Echoing Deeps. And I may have Echoing Deeps enter the battlefield tapped as a copy of any land card in a graveyard, except it's a cave in addition to its other types. Which, again, that's actually not bad. That's not bad.
Go up to a Cavern of Souls and turn it into a Cavern of Souls.
Well, you missed it, bud. But I got those two out of the same pack. One shiny, one not shiny.
Nice. That's really cool.
Yeah, so I mean, looking pretty good. All right, we're down to the last 4. I have actually gotten quite a few cards that I wanted, guys, so I can't be too upset by this. Pack's turning out all right. The Jurassic cards have been a little bit disappointing, but we did get a Command Tower Jurassic card, so I guess that's not bad. There's one of them fancy hexproof merfolks. And a map on the other side. We know the back card's a double, so hopefully it's not a bad one or one that we already have. Because we all know how much that's annoying. Ooh, Butterfingers. I'm getting all slippery.
So has there been one Jurassic Park card in each pack of this?
Yep.
Alright.
Yep, there has. They've just been... Nikanzel? Current Conductor. See, now I know what that one is. I've seen that one already. I got a Trumpeting Carnosaur. Here we go. It has Trample. When Trumpeting Carnosaur enters the battlefield, discover 5. Pay 2 and a red and discard Trumpeting Carnosaur. It deals 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Yeah, see, I already got the fancy Bone Horde Dracosaur, so I guess it's alright to have the Trumpeting Carnosaur. We're just getting a bunch of sores up in here. That sounds sexy and hot. Come with me and come get sores. Ooh, Treasure Map. Here we go. That's cool. I like Treasure Map. It's not bad. You pay 1 and you tap and you scry 1 and put a landmark counter on Treasure Map. Then if there are 3 or more landmark counters on it, remove those counters, transform Treasure Map, and create 3 treasure tokens. And then you have Treasure Cove, which is you can tap and add a colorless or tap and sacrifice a treasure and draw a card, which if you're playing in a deck that's making more than the treasures you obviously get from Treasure Map, you basically have just an outlet to just draw cards, which is even better if you have stuff that can untap stuff like lands. Curious Altasaur. It has Vigilance and Reach, and whenever a dinosaur you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Yes, that is going in my dinosaur deck. Absolutely. That's actually a pretty good card. For 4 mana, it does that? Whoo! And Vigilance Reach. Restless Vents, which, is that supposed to be, is that an ant? What is that? Is that a... the hell is that? I don't know what that is. It's creepy though. And look at that fancy Jurassic Park land. He's eating a shark. And now he's about to eat, yep, the little submarine. Bear with me on this one. Matazalanti. It's probably not Matza.
Sounds good to me.
I'm going to say Matazalantli. I'm sorry if I butchered that. The Great Door. Legendary artifact. Tap, draw a card, then discard a card. Pay 4, tap, transform. Matazalantli, the Great Door. Activate only if there are 4 or more permanent types among cards in your graveyard, and it transforms to the Core. Ooh, I'm sorry, I don't normally say core like that. That was like real Midwestern. Fathomless Descent, tap, add X mana of any one color where X is the number of permanent cards in your graveyard, which, if you're playing a graveyard deck, that could probably turn out to be a pretty big chunk of mana. The only thing that bums me out is that it has to be of one color. This would be so much better if it was X mana of any color combination. I mean, probably be broken then, I guess, but I like it. All right, down to the last 3. Here's to hoping we still get an Owen Grady. Otherwise, I have a blue raptor with no partner. Just no partner at all. So, here's to hoping. All right, here we go. Golem and a map. Okay. Oh, Basking Capybara. I normally don't read the comments, but that card's cute. Capybaras are so sweet. You see pictures of them right? We're just chilling with everybody. It's like such a chill creature. I feel like if I was an animal, I would embody a capybara.
Aren't they like big stinky beavers with no beaver tail?
Oh, don't be like that. They're friends with everybody. They're sweet. Why they gotta be stinky? Automatically I compare myself to it and it becomes stinky?
Well, I smelled a capybara at the zoo and it was stinky.
Well, maybe that zoo's dirty. You all know I butchered this name. we don't need a remake of that. Oh, yeah, that was bad enough. Ooh, another Shiny Plains. Belligerent Yearling, which if you watch the live, I killed Josh's of this, which if you see what it does, I think I made a very good decision in killing it. Or did I bounce it? Either way, I got rid of it, and that's what matters. Oh, another Tarian Soul Cleaver. I don't have a third equipment deck, but cool. Brass's Tunnel Grinder. Now that's an interesting looking little picture. When Brass's Tunnel Grinder enters the battlefield, discard any number of cards, then draw that many cards +1. At the beginning of your end step, if you sended this turn, put a boar counter on Brass's Tunnel Grinder. Then if there are 3 or more boar counters on it, remove 3 counters and transform it. Remove those counters and transform it. My brother should get a boar counter. Bazinga! Yeah, see? Because I said he was boring, brought it back. Okay. Tekutlan. I'm sorry, guys.
Sounds good to me.
The Searing Rift. That's not good. It has tap, add 1 red. Whenever you cast a permanent spell using mana produced by Tekutlan, the Searing Rift, discover X where X is that spell's mana value. That can't be right. But then again, I'm not good at Spanish, so we're just not even going to try. I like it. I like it a lot. It's pretty cool. Oh, now look at that. Ooh. Any ideas on how to spell that, guys? Or how to say it? I know the second part is the Smiling Floods.
I'd say Zolotoyak.
Yeah?
Zolotoyak.
Well, then it's Zolotoyak. You heard it from my friends, not from me. Whenever Zolotoyak, the Smiling Flood, enters the battlefield or attacks, put a flood counter on target land. That land is an island in addition to its other types for as long as it has a flood counter on it. At the beginning of your end step, untap each permanent you control with the counter on it. Oh, okay. So basically it's you put a counter on a bunch of your lands. It's an island in addition to its other types, which, I mean, if you're playing this creature, you're in a blue-green deck, which makes sense, and you just gotta untap your lands.
It's a giant pink and
Yeah. Yeah, you just untap your lands. That's pretty cool. I got a Restless Prairie. Getting all restless up in here. And another Jurassic Land. Yeah, and another Restless Reef. So that one was kind of a dud. It doesn't bode well for the last two, does it, guys? I mean, we're hoping. We're hoping here. Another Jurassic card without it being a land token right away. We'll do that. It's a gnome and then a gnome soldier. Fancy. Oh, look at there's breaches. Looks like he's stealing gems. That's Scallywag. Ooh, it's Quineth, firstborn of Gishath. Fancy, fancy. Ooh, Forest this time, which we haven't got one yet, so that's cool. Ooh, it's Quineth. Another one looks like it's drew by a child. Watley, Poet of Unity. Alright. When Watley, Poet of Unity, enters the battlefield, search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. Pay 3, a red or a white, obviously they're interchangeable. You exile Watley, then return her to the battlefield, transformed under her owner's control, activate only as a sorcery. And then on the other side, it's Roar of the Fifth People. The first step is create 2 3/3 green dinosaur creature tokens. 2 is Roar of the Fifth People gains creatures you control have tap, add red, green, or white, basically their colors. Search your library for 3 for a dinosaur card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. And then 4 is dinosaurs you control gain double strike and trample until end of turn, which is pretty nice. Look how fierce she is on that one. Dang.
Squirming Emergence.
Yep, Squirming Emergence. Fathomless Descent. Return to the battlefield target non-land permanent card in your graveyard with mana value less than or equal to the number of permanent cards in your graveyard. Pretty good. Tetzin, Gnome Champion. Alright, let's see. Whenever Tetzin or another double-faced artifact enters the battlefield under your control, mill 3 cards. You may put an artifact card from among them into your hand and has craft with 6 artifacts, pay 4. And it is the Golden Gear Colossus on the other side, and it has Vigilance and Trample. Whenever the Golden Gear Colossus enters the battlefield or attacks, transform up to one of their target double-face artifact you control. Create 2 1/1 colorless gnome artifact creature tokens. That's pretty cool. So you get to transform the double face, which means you just flip it, right? That's what that's saying. Yep. And then you also get to create some tokens. That's actually not bad. That would be an interesting commander. Yeah, that's... Well, what's wrong with gnomes, bro?
I don't know. They made them look all silly in this.
Don't be like that. They need love too. Hulking Raptor. It has Ward 2 at the beginning of your pre-combat main phase. Add 2 green. This ironically was being explained to me before I even opened this pack at the beginning. That apparently someone opened one of these earlier and got a bunch of these. Which, looking at that at the beginning, it's not a one-time thing. It's just a recurring pre-combat main phase. I like that. That's pretty good. Here we got another Jurassic card, guys. There we go. Spitting Dilophosaurus, which, if anyone knows me, actually Dilophosaurus is my favorite dinosaur. I know. Who would pick that? But look at it. It's so inconspicuous, and then bam, spits you right in the face with black tar. I love it. Whenever Spitting Dilophosaurus enters the battlefield or attacks, put a -1/-1 counter on up to 1 target creature. Creatures your opponents control with -1/-1 counters on them can't block. Plus, I mean, it killed Ned, so that's always exciting. And then look at, a shiny hulking raptor. Pretty cool, pretty cool. All right, guys, last pack. Come on, Owen Grady. We really got to hope that we got the other card for Blue, because she's looking pretty lonely.
She did get 2 Cavern of Souls in 1 pack.
I did. And here's a shiny bat with looks like a chest tattoo.
It's always nice.
It looks like a chest tattoo.
I tattoo all my bats.
Do you?
I like to keep my bats tattooed.
Yeah, it's like I like to keep mine just looking fresh and young. You put tattoos on them, they look older.
So the other bats don't beat them up.
I want my bats to be inconspicuous. So we have a difference in opinion on whether to tattoo our bats. Poison dart frog, so cute. Which is basically, I mean, if you think about it, it's essentially like a Birds of Paradise, but a frog. I mean, it costs more, but it has reach, which Birds of Paradise flies. It adds 1 color of any mana. Except for this one, you can give it Death Touch, which I like for a reach creature.
It's a Frog of Paradise.
Yeah, Frog of Paradise. Which, I mean, it's a poison dart frog. It's shiny looking. It's pretty. Spelunking.
It's one of the only uncommons that are worth more than $1.
Spelunking?
Yeah, it's kind of like a Cultivate Harrow, but a little better.
And extra benefit to draw a card, you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. If you put a cave onto the battlefield, this way you gain 4 life as you control, enter the battlefield untapped. I like that. I like having my lands enter untapped. Oop, look at another forest. I'm liking that. Ooh, that is one ugly dude. Ooh, another unstable glyph bridge. Ooh, this one's shiny. Sanguine Evangelist. It has Battle Cry. When Sanguine Evangelist enters the battlefield or dies, create a 1/1 black bat creature token with flying. Cool. It is a Bronzebeak Foragers. When Bronzebeak Foragers enters the battlefield, for each opponent, exile up to 1 target non-land permanent that player controls till Bronzebeak Forager leaves the battlefield. Pay X and a white and put target card with mana value X, exile the Bronzebeak Foragers into its owner's graveyard. You gain X life. Yeah, I like that. Hey, I got a god. It wasn't the one that I thought I'd get. I was hoping I'd get the white one, but this one actually goes great in my my mono red burn deck. So I'm pretty excited about this. It has Trample. If a red source you control would deal an amount of non-combat damage less than Ogier Anaxel's power to an opponent, that source deals damage equal to Ogier Axonil's power instead. I'm not sure exactly how that one's said. When Ogier Axonil dies, return it to the battlefield tapped and transformed under its owner's control. And we're gonna get... Ooh. Sorry, we'll have to pick that one up. Temple of Power. And it has tap, add 1 red, and Pay 2 colorless and a red and tap and transform Temple of Power. Activate only if red sources you control dealt 4 or more non-combat damage this turn. And only as a source. So basically, it's one of those things where you can basically just keep bringing him back. And if he dies, just be like, yeah, that's fine. He'll be a mana rock for a while. But if you're in the right burn deck, you're doing more than 4 damage. I mean, it's happening. Jadeite Spelunker. And what card did we drop that was the Jurassic? Boom! Life finds a way! This is another one I wanted, guys. So I'm pretty happy with this. Whenever a non-token creature with power 4 or greater enters the battlefield under your control, populate. I like that. That'll go in my dragon or dinosaur deck.
Well done.
So yes. We got some cards that I really liked, guys. We did. We got some Jurassic Park cards. Blue does not have a partner, though. What is up with that? You give me a partner card and you don't even give me the other partner? Like, that's cruddy. That's cruddy. Hopefully he's not expensive, because if I'm going to use her, I need him. So, all right. Tell me what you think, guys. Was there any, exciting cards that I pulled that you thought was really cool? Are there any cards that I pulled that you want for yourself, that you're excited about? Tell us what you think about the set. Did you guys get any collector boosters? Were you excited about the Jurassic Park cards like I was? I normally don't get excited about that kind of stuff, but Jurassic Park is very nostalgic for me. So I was happy. I was excited about it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Click the little bell. Drop a comment. Let us know what's going up. Don't forget to head out Marinated Gamer. He sent us those cool deck boxes that he made. Super cool. Everyone got one. Little life counter, everything. If you like them, hit them up. Talk to you later, guys. Bye.
Trample that like button. And if you dare, comment below. Let the magic continue.